Welcome dear students to our second chapter in maths. It is multiplication and division of integers. You have already learned about what exactly are integers in your 6th standard. Just to recall it, just to remember it once again, integers consist of your negative numbers, your positive numbers and your number 0. Okay? And 0 is a neutral number which means that you cannot say that 0 is negative or you cannot say that 0 is positive. We cannot show the number 0 with any sign. It is neither negative and it is neither positive. Okay, so all your negative numbers are shown with a minus sign next to it. So it will go like -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6. It will keep on continuing further. And your positive numbers are actually the numbers which are having a positive, a plus sign in front of it, but usually we do not use that plus sign in front of the number. We just write it without the plus sign. So we just write the numbers as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, further and further it can continue. Okay, but please remember, all your positive numbers are numbers with a plus sign in front of it, a positive sign, and your negative numbers are your numbers with a negative sign, a minus sign in front of it. And your number 0, it is a neutral number. You cannot give it a positive sign or you cannot give it a negative sign. Okay, so this was what you have already learned in your 6th standard. And in your 6th standard, you have also learned addition of integers and subtraction of integers. Now we will continue further. In 7th standard, you will be learning about multiplication of integers and how to do division of integers. In our first lecture today, for this particular chapter, we will see how to do multiplication of integers. Now when we are doing any operation on integers, whether it is addition, subtraction, multiplication or division, there are certain rules which we have to follow, based on which we can get our answers. So there are rules for addition, for subtraction, for multiplication and for division. Whatever was there, whatever rules was there for addition and subtraction, that is something that you have already learned in the 6th standard. And now I'll be talking about the rules for multiplication of integers. What rules are you to follow when you are multiplying two integers? I want you to write it down neatly in your books and keep it safe and keep referring to it whenever you're doing any multiplication sums for integers. Okay, so there are 6 rules which you have to remember when you are doing sums for multiplication of integers. Now, what I've drawn over here, what I've written over here are your the signs which are present with your numbers. So your first rule, when you have two positive integers, when you multiply two positive integers, your answer will always be positive. The second rule, when you multiply two negative integers, your answer will become positive. Okay, so minus 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 multiplied by minus will give you a positive answer. Your third rule, when you have two numbers of opposite signs, your first number is positive, your second number is negative. When you multiply them, your answer will be negative. The same thing in rule 4, when your first number is negative and your second number is positive, and when you multiply them, again your answer will be negative. Rule 5 and rule 6 is very important. Whenever you multiply a positive number with 0, your answer is going to be 0. Whenever you multiply a negative number with 0, again your answer is going to be 0. If you remember, when you multiply any number with 0, your answer is going to be 0, and 0 is a neutral number, so you cannot write it as positive 0 or negative 0. It just remains as 0. Okay, so I'll just repeat this once again. Plus positive multiplied by positive will give you a positive answer. Negative multiplied by negative will give you a positive answer. Positive multiplied by negative will give you a negative answer. Negative multiplied by positive will give you a negative answer. Positive multiplied by 0 will give you 0, and negative multiplied by 0 will also give you a 0. Please copy this down, students. Now we continue further. We start with our first practice set for this chapter, practice set 8. I'm going to write down all the sums on the board and then we'll start solving each of them. these are the numbers which are given to you in your exercise, and you are supposed to do the multiplication. So we will start, but when we are starting this, we have to remember our rules for multiplication. Okay. So the first one, minus 5 multiplied by minus 7. Minus minus. We are multiplying minus minus. So your answer has to be a positive, a plus. And then 5 multiplied by 7 gives us 35. So your answer is plus 35. The next one, minus 9 into minus 6. So minus multiplied by a positive number. So your answer is going to be a negative number. So 9 multiplied by 6 gives us 54. Your answer is minus 54. The next one, positive number, negative number. So when you multiply positive with negative, your answer has to be negative. So 9 multiplied by 4 gives us 36. Your answer is minus 36. The next one, positive multiplied by negative. Your answer will be negative. 8 multiplied by 7, 56. Your answer is minus 56. The next one, negative multiplied by negative. Minus 124 multiplied by minus 1. So your answer will be positive. 124 multiplied by 1, 124. So your answer is plus 124. The next one, minus 12 multiplied by minus 7. Negative multiplied by negative, your answer should be positive. 12 multiplied by 7 gives us 84. So your answer is plus 84. The next sum, minus 63 multiplied by minus 7. So negative multiplied by negative, your answer will be positive. 63 multiplied by 7 is 441. So your answer is plus 441. And your last sum, minus 7 multiplied by 15, negative multiplied by positive, your answer will be negative. And 7 multiplied by 15 gives us 105. So your answer is minus 105. Okay. So with this, students, I end the lecture for today. Please keep practicing the sums. Please go back to the rules and understand the rules. You can form your own sums and do the multiplication. You can take any positive number, any negative number, multiply them and follow the rules of multiplication of integers and find out the answers for it. Okay. So till we meet again, stay safe, stay happy. Bye.